Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to this evening's live stream. My name is Grey Eagle, some pilot. I am a real world A320 captain, bringing my love for aviation and flight simming together for all you wonderful people out there. How is everyone doing out there? I just realized I forgot to update my board here, so let's go ahead and update our departure arrival board. There we go. Excellent, that looks all up to date. Excellent, excellent, excellent. How's everyone doing tonight? We're gonna finish off this week's stream with a quick hop in the United Airlines A319 going down from Chicago to Indianapolis. We're looking for a quick flight. Airplane's hot and ready for us to go. Here in Chicago. It did have some air traffic control online. They jumped off, but I'll still use their squawk code just in case they hop back online. We still have a clearance, so we're good to go there. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make our way into the flight deck. There we go. As you can see, she's booted up all ready for us to go. Let's go ahead and start our boarding. At this time, we'll load the aircraft and we'll do 9 minutes. That sounds good enough for me. Excellent. We'll go ahead and realign the IRs 1, 2, and 3. Get those going. Excellent. Recorder ground control can come on. We don't need to test it. All of that looks good on the center, on the fire protection panel. Hydraulic and fuel looks all good there. APU is going. We'll turn the external power off and get the bleed air going on the APU there. Coming down to the anti-ice panel, all those look good. The cabin pressurization looks good as well. Auto, all lights extinguisher. External lights are set how they should be. Emergency lights are armed. Go ahead and turn you to the 3 o'clock position. RMP for the observer panel looks good. We'll put you in the 12 o'clock position for the cargo heat. The cargo smoke, everything's extinguished, and our bottles are girded. Ventilation panel, all the lights extinguished in the panel there. All the lights are extinguished and girded. And we'll come on down to the glare shield. All of our lights should be extinguished on the captain side. EFIS panel, 10 miles. Constraints. We got digits displaying. We want to be in speed, heading, and vertical speed. We are. All the lights down, all the push buttons are extinguished down here. Same thing in the first officer side. We want to be in 10 miles arc. Constraints, flight director's on, and all the lights extinguished on his side. The main instrument panel will adjust the screens how we like them for our brightness. We want the PFD on the outside, ND on the inside. We want a standby attitude indicator that is aligned. Upper cam on top, lower cam on the bottom. Brake fans off. We have down through green on the landing gear indicator. Any skid is on. Date and time is correct for the sim time. How about that? Landing gear is down with no red arrow. Same thing in a first officer side. ND on the inside, PFD on the outside. We'll adjust the brightness how we see fit. Excellent. Coming down to the center pedestal here. The make do looks like that's functional. We'll go ahead and get the init requesting. The RMP is good. Let me go ahead and just throw in a .ctaf here for our for Chicago. Alrighty, 2075. So we'll go ahead and throw that in there. 2075. Looks good. We have that all set up for us. ACP looks good. Internal lighting is set how we like it. Radar doesn't work. PWS is off. The switching panel looks normal. Trim is at 0. Thrust lever is idle. Engine masters are off. Mode selector normal. Speed brakes and storm flaps are up. We have something showing in our rotochrome window there where the gravity gear extension is stowed. Same thing in the first officer side. I'll go ahead and we'll check and see if we have a company message here. Received messages, load sheet. We'll go ahead and accept that. We'll put you on VHF 1. That looks good. ACP is set. And according to The last clearance we got, it's going to be 5602 in our squawk, so we'll go ahead and put that in there. 5602, I'll go ahead and turn you on. That looks good, I'll put you on all, and that looks good there, and I need to test the brakes. Alrighty, let's get into, we're going to be United Airlines 3318, so UAL 3318, excellent. Our cost index is going to be 32. So we'll do that. We'll be cruising along at an altitude of 23,000 feet. Go ahead and put, oh, I'm at 230. Come on now. There we go. Plus 13 on the deviation. So that's 5. Am I doing right? Yeah. 8, so 6, 5. Yep, that's 5. Alright, cool. So that's -5 temperature. Currently outside it's 24 degrees. So I will go ahead and put that in there. We don't have an alternate. That's nice down there in Indianapolis. Our zero fuel weight, we are planning on a zero fuel weight of 122.5, 122.5, and a zero fuel weight CG. Let's see what our load planner has for us. Of 31.0. We'll go ahead and put that in there. Our block fuel today is going to be 14.4, and we pretty much have that in there. Excellent. We don't need a route reserve. There we go. We'll start with our flight plan. Chicago is departing off of 10 left currently, so even though that's a tailwind, they're still departing off of 10 left. We'll do no SID, insert, going to Indianapolis. They're landing on 5 left, so we'll go ahead and do that. We will take the JAX 2 Eleanor transition. So we got JAX 2 Eleanor transition. Bridge via, we don't need no via, so we'll put that in there. Excellent. Come back to our initialization page. We'll take the winds, we'll request them, and before we leave our flight plan page, let me bring up the O'Hare departure here. So there's no SID, but there is an O'Hare departure here. So we got 5 and 8 from Chicago, which is GCO. So we'll go into here. We'll select earned, fix info, GCO. We'll put that in there. We'll put a 5-mile ring. We'll do the same thing. GCO. Put an 8-mile ring. And now we have some rings in there. The inner ring, at or above 3,000 feet. The outer ring at or above 4,000 feet. So we will go ahead and get that going there. Back to our performance here. I will take that straight from SimBrief here. Performance, and I calculated everything out with a tailwind, so we should be good to go there. 129. If our V2 is below the hook again, SimBrief, your performance is dead to me. 129 and 131. This is going to be flaps 1. Mac at 29.4. So let's call that up 0.2. I'll call that up 0.2. And we're going to be flex at 67. So we'll go ahead and call that even there. Looks like we may be done boarding already. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We'll go ahead and put 290 knots for our descent. There we go. Secondary flight plan, we'll go ahead and copy over the active. We can go ahead and, if we want to, there's not really much to our departure here out of Chicago. The hardest part will be taxiing to the runway, since there isn't really, I don't know if the Asobo scenery lines up with the new, they've been doing a lot of construction there, so there's lots of new taxiways and gone taxiways. We'll get there. We're over here at the United Terminal. We'll probably take Charlie Sierra, Uniform 7, Quebec, Alpha down to Delta. That's what they're departing off of. I get the shortened numbers in there. We should be legal to depart off of Delta. And a flaps 1 flex standard reject considerations. If we do lose an engine after V1, take your airborne straight ahead to 5,000 feet. We'll work the problem and make our way back around to 10 left or 10 center. They get 9 right also. I mean, the 9s both have a decent amount of runway, so we have plenty of options if we need to come back to Chicago. Otherwise, we'll continue out. We need to be at or above 3,000 by 5.5, at or above 4,000 by 8.5, and our first restriction, our first fix is earned down to the south. From earned, we'll go direct to Eleanor. Eleanor is right there. There's earned, there's Eleanor, and that'll be the transition on the Jacks to arrival. Let's go ahead and take a look at our restriction. We'll just go ahead and look at everything right here. There we go. So we got Eleanor, then Emily, then Jacks, then Opie between 16 and 11, then a tile at about 13, then be back at or above 10, then Seabov, that's going to be at or above 7,230 knots. We'll go down to Peyton at 6,210 knots. Then we'll go out to, what is that, Wainob. And from there we'll vector ourselves onto the ILS to runway 5 left. I have that in there. Let's just step through that real quick since it's going to be a quick flight. We got Stadium. Stadium should be at or above 3,000 feet. That looks good. And then we got that Oink. I think that's Oink. Is at or above 2,100 feet. It's a 3-degree glide slope and 4 miles to the runway on a 050 course. So that all checks there for the missed approach. Climbing to 1,700, climbing left turn to 3,000, direct to Brickyard outbound on the 303 to Keedy, and hold. So we look there, we'll go to Brickyard, then out to Keedy, and we will hold there. That looks good. All of that has been verified. So we got the departure verified, we got the arrival verified. We don't have to worry about doing all of that on this insanely short sector that we'll be doing today. Excellent. Well, we are all boarded up, ready to go. Fuel is on board. IRS is our line. Recorder ground control is on so I can catch our checklist. We'll go ahead and turn terrain on ND. Let's see. Yep, our parking brake is on. That's checked. Our ACP, RMP is set. Let's see what our oops, nope, that's not what I want. Location. So we're just looking for a reasonableness check. You can pull up the actual gate if you want to and see if it's precise, but we're gonna have 41, 58.6, 41, 58.8, close enough, and 087, 54.6. We got 54.5, close enough. That's reasonable. So airplane knows where it's at. That looks good. ND looks good. PFD, we got V1, V2, climb V1, V2, climb and nav are blue, flight directors 1 and 2, and we will go ahead and check the oxygen just one more time. Excellent. That's all done. The briefing is complete. We can do our final flow. That's off. Excellent. We can turn that on. We'll turn that on. We'll go ahead and check our fuel. That is what we need. It's on board, balanced, and the pumps are working. That should be working. Hydraulic panel is checked. Pressurization, we're in auto with a valid landing elevation. And we have oil in the engine reservoir there. Excellent. We are all ready for pushback here. Let's see, the jet bridge has been moved. The flight attendant has said everyone's seated and stowed. We will go ahead and close that up, dismiss that, go ahead and call for a pushback tug. Excellent. So we'll start with the before start checklist. Recorded ground control. That's on. AML flight forms on board reviewed. Aircraft 889. Fuel quantity. Oh, sorry, it's going to be 4889. There we go. Fuel quantity. 14.4 is required. 14.3 on board. Takeoff performance. We got 129. 131, flex 67, oxygen checked, seatbelt sign on, ECAM checked, park brake is on and checked, MCDU set, altimeters currently 3019er, PD's off, departure briefing is reviewed, before start checklist is complete. Let's see, we have another company message down here. I'll go to return, go to accept this one. 122.6, 122, that looks reasonable. And then, yeah, 31.0, excellent. That all looks good there. So, I'll leave that there. I'll leave this here. And, do we have a tug? No, of course we don't have a tug. Hopefully the tug is there. I just can't see it. Let's go ahead and disconnect the GPU. And it's showing that the tug's connected, so I'll just go ahead and we will call you back up. Hello. Hello. There we go. Let's go backwards. Let's see if this will work. Yay, it is. Just don't have a tug showing there. Excellent, 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 excellent. Max Racing says, hello, how you doing, Max Racing? Welcome back for another stream. How was your day today? What's the winds? The winds, if we look here, the winds are currently showing 230 at 5 right now here in Chicago. 230 at 5. So, and they're advertising 10 left. Well, let me get the ATIS. Yep, they're still advertising the 10s here. So that's why I said we'll just take off 10 left from Delta Delta, and I put in the tailwind penalty. It looks like we have the performance for it, so we will go ahead and take that as it is. I think I turned the nose the correct direction. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't have my airplane on the map. There we go. Now I got my airplane on the map. Alrighty. What a terrible pushback, but we'll call that even Stevens. Park brake park, clear disconnect the interphone. See you next time. So we'll go ahead and get rid of the pushback tug. We'll get the startup sounds from the inside this time. There we go. Max Reason says, does your company usually have performance on the OFP, or do you guys use an app? We have our performance on the OFP, and we can call up new performance whenever we want through the ACARS. So, and a lot of times what'll happen is, like, things are kind of generic, like, I don't think a human actually looks to see what's actually going on at the airport, because, like, right now, the winds are favoring the westerly runway, so 28 right at November 5 is what they usually use. So the winds are favoring the westerly runways there, so the system will automatically generate TPS's, our takeoff performance, based off of 28 right. It'll probably give us, if I had to guess, it would probably give us November 5 full length, and then 27 left, and possibly 22 left. It really depends, but we'll probably get like 28 right and 27 left, which is like cool, but then you never know, they could give you 22 left, and then you have to call that data, and the system's pretty responsive. It will spit you back out the numbers that you need real quick, but oop, I want the other side. There I am. It'll give you the numbers back pretty quick, but yeah, no, it's and we have up to like five lines of takeoff performance, or 5 runways, I should say. And sometimes they'll use 5 different runways or 5 runways with varying intersections and stuff like that. Or sometimes I might just put in like 2 or 3. So it's really random, and sometimes it's not the runways that they're using. So then you gotta, you know, tell the system what type of performance you would like, and you can request different things, wet, dry, um, and other types of specifics like that. We usually tell it we don't specify flaps. That way, it just selects optimum flaps. So, just like SimBrief does. So you can select optimum. It'll give you optimum. Um, but yeah, are you streaming Friday? I probably will not. I go back on call tomorrow morning, so I don't like to stream on my on-call days simply because that's like a broken promise, right? So I'm saying, I'm gonna stream on, Friday at this time, and then I get called out, and now I gotta cancel a stream because I got called into work. So I don't want to stream on a reserve day unless I absolutely positively know for sure that I'm gonna not be used, which is that is definitely not a surety. I can tell you that it is definitely not a surety that I wouldn't get called out. We have 2 good engine starts there, so let's go back up front. Flaps 1, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to get the APU off. There we go. We'll put those on. That can come on. And status, we can check that after start checklist. Engine anti-ice we don't need. Status is checked. Rotor trim is 0. The after start checklist is complete. Alright, let's figure out how on earth am I getting over to Delta Delta. Well, I have no clue how it's, because the scenery might not line up. That will be the perfect day for me. Oh, Max Grayson, I'm sorry, man. I wish I could. You never know. I don't know when I'm gonna get called out, so I don't want to like promise something and then have to like take it back. I don't like doing that. Uh, I did it once where I set up myself to stream. Because I looked at where it was sitting as far as how many reserves we had and stuff like that, and I was like, I'm not getting called out, so let me set up a stream for this day. And I did it, and then I got called out, and that was I didn't like it. I didn't like it because I didn't have like a real way. Like I'm not at home in front of my computer with all the luxuries of being able to log on and do stuff. I got to do things through a mobile app to go in and like cancel the stream, and I don't like doing that. So I'd much rather just plan it around my days off and do what I'm doing now, which is 2-a-days. It's right now I'm doing 2-a-days. More than likely, like my normal stream schedule is probably going to be like that noonish, 11, 12, 1. 1 maybe 2 p.m. stream schedule, just because that's the largest chunk of my day that I have, just to be to myself and in the house with no one else, because the wife does work from home, so got to be mindful of her sometimes. Alrighty, so I will take this right here. Correct? I think so. Yeah, we'll take this right. This should be Charlie Sierra. And once we do Charlie Sierra, it goes down and takes it ever so slight left. Take this. We'll take this all the way down till it ends. It should, and if it only goes to... very confused about where I am right now. If need be... Oof. Alright. think on this scenery, I can go right and then left and then another left. I'm not too sure. Hold on. Boop. So, okay, we'll go left and then right. Okay. We'll go left and then right. So, if you see, alrighty, I'll show you. I'll bring this up so you can see what I see. There we go. I'll put that like right there. We'll hide you so I can have a bigger map. Excellent. So, you can see what I see a little bit. So you can kind of see like what it is doesn't match. You'll see when I make the turn here, it's not going to make a lot of sense. This is why I'm just like, I don't think the Asobu scenery lines up with what is actually there now. So we'll zig here. Alright. And then I can put you down here since I don't really need to see more out the window than that. Then we'll turn here. This puts us on uniform 7, it looks like. Uniform? Uniform. Okay, uniform? Okay, uniform makes a weird shape now. Alright. I don't know if I'm a fan. And then uniform should take us down to alpha, and then I can turn right on to alpha, I think. Or in this, it's called Sierra. This shows I'm on kilo now. Oh yeah. Solo, you need to update your stuff. X-Plane can do it. Why can't you do it? Oh, look at that. You can see the 1,000 footers for what I assume this used to be a closed runway here, and now it's not anything. Alrighty. So we'll make this slight right. This should take us on to alpha, and then we can just take alpha down to delta. And I am super behind on my checklist, so let's go ahead and take you, put you off. Thank you. Excellent. When we square up, let's do our flight control check, shall we? Are we ready? Yep. Alrighty. Pull up. Pull down. Neutral. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Excellent. We'll go auto brakes to max. We set up 0.2, something like that. We'll put the predictive wind shear on. We will test. Everything is normal. Before takeoff checklist, please. Flaps are 1 planned and 1 indicated. Takeoff data and speeds are checked. Our weight 136.6. We were planning on 138.5. Stab trim is 29.5%. Flight controls checked. ECAM memo, takeoff no blue. We're to the line. Let's go ahead and go below the line. Runway and FMS. Runway 10 left. And the box on my screen, out the window, checked. Minimum takeoff fuel, 12.9 is required. We got 14.0 on board. Flight attendants, go ahead and set them down. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff. Notified engine mode norm TCAS is TARA before takeoff checklist is complete. This should be double delta that we're coming up on here. So we will make our, yep, that is double delta in the sim. Cool. I got, yeah, 2075 up. Hello, Chicago traffic. United A319 is departing runway 10 left from Delta. We will be departing the pattern to the south. Chicago traffic. Alrighty. So, let's take a quick look out the window here. No one looks like they're on final. No one's on the runway. It seems like it's just us moving around there. So let's go ahead and go back inside. We shall let the flight attendants know we're taking the runway for departure. Excellent. For our top altitude, I put in 2. Ooh, good question. What am I filed for? 23. Excellent. I'll just put in 23 in there. And I thought I turned that on. It is on. Why aren't you showing the mode Charlie? Oop. Hello? Okay. Oop. Oh, still haven't made it to the runway. Wow. There's a long intersection here. Alrighty, I'll just... Okay, that's random and weird. Alrighty, so we just forced that on... Is this the runway? Did I pass the runway already? Oh, this is what I get for looking down, isn't it? Alright, let's bust a UE. Zoop. This airplane can turn. Love it. That's what I get for looking down, trying to do stuff while I'm taking the runway. Alrighty. There's 10 left. Also, the markings aren't just like popping out at me. Alrighty. U-turn has been made. Delta Delta, 10 left, crossing the thing again. I should have looked up and seen which side of the line we were on. That's okay. Are my rudders still locked? Why aren't my rudders moving? Stop it. That's weird. I don't think I clicked that button, but that is what it is. Alrighty. Here's the runway. Let's get out of here. Flex. Thrust set. $80. Checked. B1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Autopilot 1. Let's get this flyby. Chicago, see ya. Okay. B2's tight. It's tight. Especially for me to have used an assumed weight. So we want to be at or above 3,000 by 5 DME. Climb set. Let's go ahead and go direct. We'll go direct to earned. We'll hit that up. Gotta clear that lat thing there. As you can see, it can be pretty tight sometimes. Like, to make this restriction, imagine being in a 321 where you're not really climbing that well, you know? Alrighty, so 3,000, we need to be above 4,000. We have both restrictions made. Let's go ahead and remanage our speed. Excellent. Let me get to see downtown Chicago. Ooh, stupid wing, blocking the downtown view. I can get rid of that. Doing this. Bring this in volume back down to a reasonable level. There we go. There we go. Look at there. Oh, the flaps auto retract? No. Not there yet. Alright, there we go. We're at S speed. We can finally go. Flaps up. Oh, the sounds. The sounds, they nailed these sounds. It was perfect. Well, there's downtown Chicago. On our way up to Indianapolis. Very nice, very nice. Oh, look at downtown coming into view. Love it. Absolutely love it. Looks like we're leveling off here to accelerate through 10,000 feet. Go ahead and let the flight attendants know we are out of our stereo cockpit here. So, excellent. I'll go ahead and zoom us all the way out there. Oh, that's definitely worth a screenshot. There we go. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Wait, are they back online? Are you just gonna be online and not even 34875? Alrighty. I'm gonna do it. 34875, 34875. This guy is on and off. We'll see if he wants to talk to me. Hello, Center, United 3318.
United 3318, Chicago Center, welcome aboard, radar contact.
Alright.
Maintain flight level 230.
We'll climb maintain flight level 230 for United 3318. I missed when you came online there. Sorry about that.
I just came online, so it's no problem. And I assume you're direct earned?
Yes, we were direct earned at this time for United 3318. There we go. Alright, so I must have just tuned into him exactly when he came online. Sweet deal. That's gonna be, he's gonna be the only control we have going down to Indianapolis. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Only one other person going in. We got United 513. They're coming from Denver. Excellent.
Hear my radio, Southwest 116.
Yep, it's just the two of us. Alrighty, sweet deal.
Southwest 116, Chicago Center, welcome. Climb maintain flight level 340, normal speed, direct EQ.
Correct. E2, load up flight level 340, American 116. I mean, Southwest 116.
Come on. Literally, Indianapolis Center is the only center not online in the Midwest right now. Come on. Come on. Alright. We're good, though. We're good.
Okay, keep the left on Yankee, Southwest 2980.
Southwest 116, let's amend the altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 320 for traffic.
Climb maintain flight level 320. That'll be our initial climb, Southwest 116.
Did I not start flight recorder? I thought I started the flight replay recorder. Alright, chat. Let's see. Let me go ahead and start that up. I thought I started it earlier. We'll do... Yeah, I know. There we go. Now let's start it up, chat. So we'll turn on the replay after a little while.
Chicago Center, United 2446, 16 miles east of Windy, level 200. United 2246, Chicago Center, crossfire at 11,000. Crossfire at 11,000, United 2446.
Chicago Center, United 2243, checking in with you.
United 2243, Chicago Center, welcome. Descend and maintain 7,000. Turn right, turn left, heading 140.
Right turn 140 and down to 7,000. United 2243.
And United 2243 will be the ILS from my 28 center today.
ILS 28 center, and I just want to verify you said right turn 140?
Sure,
Oh.
I got my left and right mixed up.
They finally turned the airport around. Did they turn the airport around? Let's go ahead. He said 28 center.
2446, O'Hare altimeter 3019, expect ILS from my 28 center.
ILS 28 center
Whether
3019 for 2446.
they're still using the 10s. This is 24 minutes ago. They're still using the 10s, but I guess the VATSIM controller wants to use 28s. So there we go. We did the real world thing. In real life, you don't have an option. You gotta depart 10 left from Delta Delta, and you got 10,000. What was it? I forgot what the distance was already. Yeah, 10,093 feet. So with a slight tailwind.
No, you're totally fine, sir. Delta 2048 cross Badger at 11.
Well, now it's more of a crosswind. Seems like it's more of a crosswind now. Was a tailwind earlier.
Cross Badger at 11,000 for 2048.
Oh, he's got his captain voice down. Spirit 2048.
243, fly heading 090, descend and maintain 5,000.
090 down to 5,000, United 2243.
Southwest 2989, ready for departure.
Southwest 2989, Chicago Center. Turn
Alrighty.
right, 0, runway 22 left.
Sounds like we just leveled off at 23,000 feet. Excellent. We are in cruise. That seems good. Oh, how about I actually put us in standard, eh? We go ahead and pull U so we can go up. Sweet deal. Sweet deal. I know, that's my fault. Alrighty. So we've already reviewed the arrival. There's no questions there. We can go ahead and select that. Let's go ahead and get these lights off. We get the fast seatbelt sign off. Let the passengers stand up for like 5 seconds, and then we're gonna turn it right back on.
American 1673, Chicago Center, you up?
Go ahead and pull U, speed. There we go. 340 knots. We'll go ahead and speed it on up. Why? Because we can. In fact, you know what? 345. Why? Because I can. Do it for all of 5 seconds. And then slow it right back down.
Southwest 116, traffic at your 3 o'clock, 13 miles, southwestbound. We'll pass 1,000 feet over. They're restricted at flight level 340. United 2243, turn right heading 180, maintain 210 knots.
210 knots and 180 on the heading, United 2243.
United 2446, fly heading 180, descend and maintain 6,000. Fly heading 180 down to 6,000 for 2446.
Southwest 116 has the traffic in sight. Thank you for telling me that. Now we know why we're cruising at flight level 320. Thank you.
American 1673, traffic at your, oh geez, it would be your 8 o'clock, 10 miles westbound, climbing to flight level 320.
We have the traffic in sight, 1673.
Chicago Center Southwest 2989, 1,500 for 3,000, 180 ahead.
Southwest 2989, Chicago Center, radar contact, climb maintain, flight level 220, clear direct Comiskey.
Climb maintain for level 220, clear direct Comiskey.
Now the one thing that would make the next simulator...
Clear direct jacks, cross jacks at 13,000.
Direct jacks, cross jacks 13,000, United 3318. Alrighty, we'll go direct jacks 13,000. We'll go ahead and set 13 in the box now so we don't forget that. Altitude. Clear you out. I'll get to you in a second. Direct to jacks. There it is. We'll go ahead and insert that. Something's wrong with the beam points there. And we'll go jacks at 130. Go ahead and put that in there. We will execute. And I will go ahead and begin slowing you on back, so we're not touching the red line there. And then we'll go ahead and manage our descent. Excellent. So I know we're getting ready to enter the destination data. We already did the F. This looks good. We're IND 11175. 11175, 050, that's a 049, close enough. 30-degree glide slope, progress, let's go KIND, runway 05 left, excellent, we'll do that. Performance approach page, the weather, we just got the real world weather. 5 left, 5 right is what they're using. Let's see, 110 at 6, so 110 at 6 are the winds. 21 is the temperature. And the altimeter is going to be 3022, 3022. Go ahead and put that in there. Our minimums for our approach, 947, 947. And I'll throw that in the barrow field. We'll use flaps full because I love to. We won't even use the auto brakes because we have so much runway. And we're so light. And that looks like it's all set up. Let's see what else we got. Departing 5 left, 5 right, cross runway operations may be in effect. Let's see, Delta is closed. A lot of closed taxiways. Alright.
United 2243, wind 1905.
Dude, I gotta stop doing that. I keep hitting that button by accident. Yeah, okay, sweet. I keep hitting that button by accident. Gotta stop doing that. Alrighty, so we are now on profile. That looks good.
Southwest 3734.
Southwest 3734, 30 miles from Steer, from TAC.
We will go ahead and get the seatbelt sign back on.
Cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 22 left, approach Midway.
Okay, cross tact at 3000, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 22 left, southwest 3734.
We're getting ready to leave this controller's airspace here soon.
United 2446, turn right heading 240, join the localizer.
So, what is going to be the CTAF for
40 to join the localizer, maintain 210 knots.
Indianapolis? What is it going to be?
Southwest
Dot
116, we have
CTAF.
a 10-minute off time.
Yep.
Southwest 116, that's approved, advise when you're back.
We'll do
12090. There we go. 12090. Go ahead and pre-select that. One 2090. We said the altimeter is 3022. So 3022. Set once, set twice, and set thrice. We'll go ahead and turn you on. Bring the perf approach page up on there. Let's do a descent checklist, shall we? Altimeters 3022, auto brake off, perf approach page set. Arrival briefing is reviewed. We have the remainder of the JAX 2 visual approach backed up with ILS 5 left. Status checked. Descent checklist is complete. These short, quick hops are absolutely perfect for the 319 because you can climb straight up to like your cruising altitude at 22, 23, 24, 25,000 feet. Cruise for a little bit and come right back down. You gotta love the short, sweet hops. You gotta love the short, sweet hops. And even if you're going...
318, Indianapolis, Tracon, Indianapolis approach is offline. Monitor Unicom 122.8, happy landings.
Alrighty, we'll monitor the CTAF for Indianapolis for United 3318. You have a great day. Thanks for the ATC.
Oh, shame on me. Yes, correct. Change to TCAS, CTAF frequency is approved. Have a good day.
See you. Alrighty, we got 2090. That's in there. Let's go ahead and switch over to the... Let's go ahead and put that in there. Level 13,000. I'm gonna go ahead and manage you back up. We'll put the bottom side of what is it? It's very hard for me to see. 6,000. So 6,000. I will manage you back up again. Excellent. We are still on profile. And where are we? Over Opie. Indianapolis traffic, United 3318 over Opie on the JAX 2 arrival. We'll be doing the ILS to runway 5 left approach. Indianapolis traffic. There we go. So it wants to level off here. I mean, we are at 13,000, so it can do whatever it wants to do. But be back at or above 10,000 as the next restriction. Lots and lots of farmland between here and Chicago. Like, it is very green out here. Lots of farmland. I think I kind of have 1-4 in sight, so we kind of have Indianapolis in sight. Looks like that should be like 1-4 right there. Is that correct? Yeah, we're staring right down runway 14 right there. So getting there. Could do the visual 14 if we wanted to. Nah, not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. It's like it just wants to hang out at 13,000 feet, doesn't it? And then suddenly it wants to be slow and lower. Alright. That's not how that would work out. Come on, computer, you can do better than that. Like, what are you doing? You're not actually descending, which is also worrying in and of itself. You got an adder above, what is it, 10,000, which is fine. But like, you know, 3,000, 27 feet high, 2,700 feet high. Really? Really, airplane? Are you going to go down? Yay or nay? You going down, bro? What are you doing? There we go. It's doing something. Whether that's the right thing, I have no clue. But we will drop it like it's hot coming in here. Go ahead and let the flight attendants know we're back in sterile. Excellent. You can get rid of our in-flight entertainment. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. We'll go ahead and, since we're the only ones around, turn all the lights on. There we go. Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and select my speed. We can activate the approach phase. And let's go ahead and go down to 3,000 feet. I don't know what this airplane was doing. It was showing descent mode, but then it was just holding off. Across the arrow, still didn't descend down. I'm like, okay. You descend however you want to descend, I guess. But I definitely think they have some VNAV. This should be open descent. They definitely have some VNAV issues going on, that's for sure. Hopefully they can patch it up here in the next week or so. As it seems like the 321, the flight profile is really, really good. The 319 and 320 got messed up somehow. It seems like the lighter the airplane gets, the more slick it becomes. Let's go ahead and clear this company message. United Ops, no ADC required. Muy bien, excellent. Put you back on the performance page there. We'll put you on the flight plan page. We'll go continue our descent right on down to 3,000. Once we get a beam stadium, I'll just hook a U-turn in. You know what? In fact, after Winob, it's visual out. It's a nice day out. Let's just take it down to 2,100. And after Winob, we'll go direct to Oink. And then we'll intercept at Oink at 2,100 feet. So that will be the plan there. And before I forget, went through all that trouble of starting the replay tool. Let's go ahead and begin our recording. Yes, please. There we go. The recording is going. Excellent. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's go ahead and proceed direct to Oink. 2100. That looks good. Just make that U-turn right on around there. Do flaps 1, speed verified. Flaps coming to 1. Go ahead and start bringing the speed brakes back up there. Looks good. We shall begin our slowdown to 190 knots. I hear no one online. I see no one online. 2090 is the frequency. Let me just double verify that real quick. 2090 is the frequency. Sweet deal. We're 31 for 21. Don't act like that now. Alrighty. So Fenix does not handle turbulence so good. That's what I'm starting to find out. The Fenix does not handle just like a little bit. Just like the slightest of thermals. And it is absolutely like all over the place. Dude, calm down. I might have to go into the Microsoft settings and turn the turbulence factor down. This airplane's literally all over the place. There we go. Flaps 2 speed verified. Don't you do it, airplane. Come on, dude. Get real. Get real. Gear's coming down. Like, gear down and flaps 2, our engine should be spooled. We should be at like 40 to 50% because of the drag. There we go. There goes the engines. Excellent. We got one. Go ahead and manage everything up. Go flaps 3, speed verified. We got localizer capture, glide slope capture. We'll go ahead and set our missed approach altitude. It is a 3,000. That is set. Excellent. Flaps full. Speed verified. Before landing checklist altimeters is 3022 and 1916. Engine mode norm. Landing gear is down, and through Greenie Cam Memo is landing no blue. Before landing checklist is complete. I do have the runway in sight. Everything is looking good thus far. We are stable. Ready for the autopilot to come off? I think so. Here we go. I will see all of you all on the ground. I'll turn the volume up for you. Listen to those beautiful reverses kick in on the A319. Gotta love it. Alrighty, autopilot's off. Hand flying. Talk to you on the ground. They will target sync 7.
Above.
Continue.
Minimum. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Alrighty, deployed. I got men reverse. We don't need to like pound in the reversers there. Just letting the drag essentially slow us down. We have 80, gonna keep it going a little bit longer because I know what turnoff I want. I want Romeo down here. 60, excellent, 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 excellent. And go ahead and slowly start applying the brakes. Are you gonna brake? Jesus, airplane! Man, something is different with my settings on my controls. Like, I'm having to mash the brakes all the way down to the floor just to get it to stop. There we go. Something happened in an update somewhere. My sensitivities are not the same as what they used to be. We got Romeo, which is exactly where I wanted to turn off. We'll take Romeo and Hotel right on in to the ramp. And let's go flaps up. Excellent job, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Indianapolis. Alright, we'll go ahead and get all of this turned off. Excellent, excellent, excellent. We get those turned off. The lights can come off. And we'll get the APU up and going. Looks like the gate I want is currently occupied. Is it occupied? No, we're like way down there. Sorry, it is not occupied. And we'll go ahead and get the APUs started. Excellent. That's the one thing. I really hope Microsoft didn't change my sensitivities during one of these updates. That would be such a heartbreak. Because it feels like for the flare, I had to pull way back on the side stick to get that thing to flare. Which you shouldn't have to pull that hard on the side stick to get it to flare. So I will go back in to our overlay here. I forgot to turn our landing rate up. So yeah, that's not a real landing rate. We'll see what it is during the replay. We'll put hopefully the replay will catch the actual landing rate there. Turning into the ramp, go ahead and we'll get that going. APU's up and running. And I'm gonna make all the excuses. I mean, I don't know. I know it takes some use to fly in a different airplane or whatever that Tula says, but I was at full aft side stick just to get that sucker to flare. Should not be like that. Should not be like that. So I might have to turn side stick dampening off. I don't know if they've improved. They improved something. I might be able to apply this without having to have the side stick damping on, but we'll see. So we'll park between the Spirit and our company 170 over here. Pretty much the exact gate that they parked at. So we got that going for us. Although, where are the jet bridges? I just noticed that none of my jet bridges loaded in. Thank you, scenery. So something happened. I might have to go and do something with an update somewhere. Really appreciate that. Thank you for not loading in. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Hopefully I'll fix that before the next time I fly out of Indianapolis. Alrighty. We'll park it right about on that line. That seems good enough. For me, we'll go ahead and put the parking brake on. We shall end our replay. We'll stop the replay, log off of the network. Thank you very much for your service. We can get rid of you. And let's go ahead and go inside. We'll load the replay, get it going again. Here we go. And there's the play button. I know. Alrighty, so let's go front and cancel some things here. Excellent. Alrighty, so that should be good. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move us along to the final here. There.
Too low, gear. Too low, gear.
Alright. We'll catch the landing from a few different angles here. You know what, we'll do it from this angle first. How about that? Alright. Not again. I just have since this since this update, since the 319 321 update, I have not been able to get the flare right on these airplanes. So let's watch that again, but from this angle here, I didn't see what the landing rate said there. So let's see what the landing rate says this time when it pops up. Oh, okay. I mean, really? 669? Still less than 700 feet per minute, but that's like, I don't know. I gotta keep practicing. Gotta keep practicing to get it right. I don't think there's something I'm not doing right. I just don't know what it is. So, you know, there's certain things that you can do, certain things like in the earlier plane you can feel when the right time to do things is. We'll look at it from this angle. Catch it and see. So you see, usually you can bring the power out right there and just, I'm flaring, but look, the airplane really doesn't flare. So let me show you when I started flaring. I started flaring like right there. You do not see the airplane move up. Look how slow the airplane moves up. Mind you, you're in direct law at this point. You should be in direct law, meaning one-to-one side stick input. Wow. Yeah, smashed it right on. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. It should be direct law, one-to-one. I mean, to be fair, I'm not floating it that much down the runway. Even though I have a ton of runway ahead of me, I could, if I really wanted to, float it out. So let's go ahead and get this view right here. I'm going to unlock the camera. There we go. We can move you backwards a little bit. Excellent. I like the chase plane view. Oh, that's cool. I like that. We'll call that the chase plane view. How about that? Love it. Alrighty. We'll head back up to the flight deck for our final replay there. And call it an evening. Nice, short stream this evening. Just how I wanted it to be. I did that very much so on purpose because I got an early on call, so don't want to be up all night streaming and then get called out and have to be, 3 cups of coffee in before I finally get. I don't want to be 3 cups of coffee in before I get to my flight to start my day, which could be all day. So try to get some rest in. Don't want to be streaming too late. That's the reason for the short stream today. But before I go, I definitely do want to thank Max Racing for coming out, supporting me, staying at least for a little bit while you were here. I really do appreciate that. Anyone else who was lurking in the video, didn't comment or talk in the chat, thanks for coming out. Spend a little bit of your evening with me. Definitely we'll be back on probably Monday or Tuesday. But until I see you guys again, my name's Greg. Remember to take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.